Okay, welcome back for episode 13 of the Enabled Energies podcast. Today we have kind of a funny anecdotal story about my silly, crazy life and some homemade salsa snack to try. Pretty excited about that.
Thank you, Kathy.
Cameo says that it's amazing and she looks forward to it every year, so I'm really excited that she's sharing it with me. And then we are going to talk a little bit about dry saunas specifically, in part because Cameo's husband just purchased one for the family / it's your sauna.
It's my sauna.
It's your sauna.
I'm letting them use it.
That's right.
Yeah.
So
it's just a little one that it's set up in my living room. Like it's a pop-up one. But yeah. I've liked it so far. It does pretty well. And it doesn't make the room real hot.
Yeah, I was going to say, we just tried it. We sat in there for 10 minutes.
Yeah,
well, we didn't sit. We
like
stood in there for 10 minutes. Yeah. There's not room for two adults to sit in there.
We took the chair out.
And it was nice. And yeah, the room outside did not super heat up. And yeah, solid sauna. For those who don't know, my name is Rachel Cohn. I am a chiropractor, craniosacral therapist, Reiki practitioner, women's pelvic floor therapy specialist, and intuitive energy healer.
And I am Cameo Winger. I am a licensed massage therapist, craniosacral therapist, and I've been doing body work and Reiki and a lot of different things for almost 15 years. You believe that?
No.
It's crazy.
It is crazy. Where does the time go, dude?
I don't know. I'm not that old. Like,
I
am like so young right now.
That's right. I don't understand. It's weird.
I'm like almost 40 years young.
That's right. It's so weird when talking to young people and they're like, oh, how long have you been doing the thing? And I'm like, 13 years? Nuh-uh. That's not real.
Really?
That's too much. I've been out of high school for 20 years. This summer is my 20-year high school reunion.
I remember like going into my 20s and being like, oh, I've never been at a job for more than 6 months. Yeah, that's because you're in your early 20s.
It's because you're a baby.
It's because you're a baby.
You're a baby. You don't know what working is yet. You'll get there. And then you look back and you're like, how the fuck did that happen?
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
What happened? It's pretty cool though, honestly.
It is.
Like it's funny looking back at like early on in my career, like when you first graduate and start practicing. Like on the one hand, you're like, I got this, right? And then like your first odd client walks in the door and you're like, I need a grown up,
yeah,
right? Like I need an adult. That's not me. And then you kind of have to look around and you're like, oh shit, that's me.
Oh yeah, the hubris of new practitioners.
Yes, is wild.
Yeah, and it needs to be handled with patience, and love,
and care and delicacy.
And the good ones will get over it,
and the bad ones usually flame out.
Yeah.
So, but the weird thing now though is like looking back on that for me, and I hope you have a similar experience. Is like looking back, like I still occasionally have moments where I'm like, oh, I would like a grown up.
Yeah.
Right, but very rarely. At this point, do I feel like I want the grown up? Like I feel like the grown up.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a weird sensation.
It's tiring for me. I'm just like, oh, come on.
Again? Like, I don't want to be the adult right now, but like
if you can't point out the adult in the room, it's
probably you. It's probably you.
Because one, you're looking for one. So
yeah, right. Yeah. So anyway, it's kind of a weird.
So now you have to tell Big Boy Potty story.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So we think this is fucking hilarious.
I still think it's funny. Okay, so several weeks ago now, my husband and I may or may not have partaken in a small edible.
Just a little one,
which is totally legal here in the state of Oregon. Mm-hmm. Also, disclaimer before we continue, anything that we talk about or any information contained in this podcast is meant to be for informational, educational purposes only and possibly entertainment. It is not meant to be any sort of medical or treatment advice of any kind or diagnostic anything. Okay, so
we are not your doctors, or if we are, then talk to us first. Yeah. Don't listen to this and then take it.
Be smart. Okay. Disclaimer aside. Okay, so several weeks ago, my husband and I may or may not have taken part in an edible one evening, and I think it affected me a little bit more than it had affected him that night.
A little bit?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. And as we were getting ready for bed, I was in a very giggly kind of a mood. And my husband came out from using the restroom. And for whatever reason, I looked at this man directly in his eyeballs. And he said, "What?" And I said, "Did you just go big boy potty?" You know that moment when you say something so ridiculous to your spouse that they like laugh in surprise, like it's not a real laugh?
Yeah.
Like, so he just goes, "What?"
I love that. It's my favorite. You catch them off guard and they're like, "Hold the phone," but they're laughing at the same time.
Yep, just one.
Chef's
What?
kiss.
Yeah,
Chef's.
this is amazing. So I am losing it. I'm laughing so hard. And he's like, "Where did that come from?" And I was like, "Honestly, I have no idea." And then my brain starts going down this really weird rabbit hole of the terminology big boy potty. I don't even know where that came from, but now I'm picturing using it as like kind of that ambiguous insult of like big dick energy, you know, like that's some big dick energy, right? Like you use the big boy potty, right? Or like somebody does something that's like met and you're like, you didn't use the big boy potty today.
Using the big boy potty.
That's little boy potty energy.
That's little boy potty.
So I'm crying, sobbing, tears streaming down my face, hysterically laughing about this and this mental image that I have of using this big boy potty as like an ambiguous insult.
If someone parks funny and you just write on their car, "This is not big boy potty."
Right? Like, you did not use the big boy potty today. And I'm trying to explain to my husband why I'm crying, laughing so hard, and he just did not get it. Like, which made it.
I'm imagining you like in a state where all you can get out is like
I'm a couple. Yes, that's literally like a couple maybe intelligible words, and then just wheezing as I'm laughing so hard. And I think his confusion, and he was kind of trying to get it, but not really. Like, he's just like, "You're feeling that?
Yeah.
Like, what happened to you?"
What is going
And
on?
I'm sobbing, laughing, trying to explain this to him, but like eventually I'm just out of breath and I cannot even speak as I'm still laughing. Like, it hurt at one point. And I just remember thinking, like, is this that funny? And you know that moment when like you kind of get through the giggles and you kind of calm down and then you think about the thing again? This lasted for a solid 20 minutes.
You just kept laughing every time you thought about it.
I'm pretty sure he fell asleep, and I'm still occasionally like I'd kind of calm down and then I'd think about it, and then I would just start laughing to the point that I was crying again, like instantly. And I'm pretty sure he was just like, "Oh, okay, weirdo," and like just went to sleep while I'm still laughing about big boy potty. And I remember thinking, I was like, Cameo would get it. And I'm pretty sure at some point when I finally calmed down enough that I could operate my phone, I'm pretty sure I sent you a text message that night and was
All
like,
you said was, "Next time we're together, ask me about big boy potty." And you were like, "Really hope it still is funny." And I was like, "Okay." So next time we got together, she was like, "Okay, big boy potty." I was like, "All right, I'm primed and ready." And I did. I thought it was fucking hilarious. She was like, "This is why we're friends."
you just like immediately got it. Like, there was no question. Like,
Oh yeah, it was like big boy potty. I was like, "Yeah, big boy potty.
big
That
boy
makes
potty,
total
right?
sense."
Like, oh yeah,
Yeah,
you know,
totally.
Did you took out the trash without being asked?
Yeah.
Oh, you used the big boy
You
potty.
big boy
Like, you
potty.
immediately
No
got
one
it.
asked you to do that task. Oh, big boy potty.
Right? Look at you.
It's still funny.
It's still funny. Okay, so to our, 17 listeners, please help us make big boy potty the ambiguous insult and or like congratulatory thing. It doesn't have to just be applied to men or boys. Like, it can be like anybody can use the big boy potty or not use the big boy potty.
Not use the big boy potty.
Just, oh my gosh.
It's because because you gotta laugh about it. Like, you can't get so angry about it. Just be like, "Oh, did you miss the big boy potty this morning?"
Oh, you needed the booster seat.
Do you need the Cheerios? Put your Cheerios in there
little,
for you.
You need a little target. You need a little target practice there, bud. Just a little target practice.
So many.
Okay, so that's my big boy potty story. I hope you all enjoyed that as much as I still enjoy thinking about that. It was I think
awesome.
just his level of confusion of like, what are you even saying? What is happening?
Todd,
Just
feel the joy. Feel the joy, Todd.
I love my husband so much, and I think if he had been just a little bit more there with me,
yeah.
I think it would have landed. But I think he was just a little too in his head still, and it just he wasn't quite in a place for that to land.
I could see that.
Yeah. Excuse me. Water.
All right, so now we
Okay.
got these snacks.
So we have snacks.
First, we're gonna try the bean salad.
Okay.
My friend, I went to dinner with my friend Christine Reed last night.
Oh, how is Christy?
She's great. She is.
I'm glad to hear that.
And Reed made a bean salad. It's got like a bunch of veggies and corn in it and stuff like that. But it's really yummy with chips. So I've been eating it like salsa.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
Okay,
Rowan
so
went through and of course scooped out most of the freaking beans. Of
course
but
she did.
it's still good right here. We got chips and we're going in. Yep.
It's really
Parsley,
refreshing.
onions, tomatoes,
Can of
corn.
corn.
Bean salad. It's really good. You did a good job.
Yeah.
You done did good, Reed.
Mm-hmm. That's delicious.
Love you, man.
It's like a
another
little cut up avocado in there.
Oh,
Really, really good. We have some friends that, we've got a friend group down in Salem, and they, for just about every like potluck event, will bring this cowboy caviar. Mm-hmm. That's like I don't want to know how many avocados, because she brings a giant bowl that is just packed full, and I think probably 80% of this dish is avocado.
Okay. On the verge of being guacamole, but not.
On the verge of being guacamole, but not. So it's like chunked avocado and then beans and tomatoes and onion, and I don't even know what else is in it, but it is probably corn. And it is, oh my God, it's so good. Like, she brings a huge bowl packed full, and then like I don't think any of it ever goes home, because people just sit there and just, well, it's so yummy.
Yeah, and that's something you bring back the next time.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I think we call it cowboy caviar. I don't know why we call it cowboy caviar, but there you go. So,
That's fun.
Bean
to
dip.
call it cowboy caviar.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Bean salad.
Bean salad. Yeah, it is. It's very much more like a salad than a dip. It's like a chunky salsa.
Chunky salsa.
But it's pretty good. No heat, which I'm okay with. Mm-hmm. Ever since those esophageal spasms, I'm like, no spicy. I'm okay. And then the second one is I have this client, Kathy. She makes salsa and she brings me a couple jars at Christmas time every year. And I hide them from my family. Because they'll go in and, oh my God, this year, Kathy said she'd bring me another one because I had hoarded another. So I had 3 jars, right? Because I'd hoarded one from the last year and she cans them so they're good. And I had one in the fridge and it was like half gone. And I went in the next day and someone had opened another jar. Oh. Yeah. And it's like fresh brick salsa. I got so upset. I was like, we're having everything with salsa right now because you're not wasting Kathy's salsa. Right. I can't believe you opened another jar. There's right there. So I may have had a little hissy fit, just a little bit.
I don't blame you. Yeah.
But this is my last jar and I opened it for you, friend, so you could try it out. But
so excited.
I did get a word from Kathy. She's going to bring me another one. So. All right,
So
we're
this
getting into Kathy's.
salsa need not be in vain if I'm sure it's going to be amazing.
Slightly sweeter. Slightly sweeter salsa. Right. Right.
That was ridiculous.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
Kathy,
Like, this is what you always dream the salsa is,
this
actually.
is everything that salsa should be.
Except without the heat, because I'm not big on the heat.
I'm not big on heat. Like, a little tiny bit, it's fine, but I don't like it when foods are just spicy to be spicy.
Yep.
Right? Like, if it adds to the flavor profile, I'm all about it. Assuming it's not too spicy, because
But,
I have, like, a very white girl spice tolerance.
yeah. Oh yeah, both very Caucasian right here. So, but yeah, that's good. Huh?
That is really good. Holy moly. Kathy,
so good.
I would pay really good money, right, to have a few jars of this in my own pantry. Just saying. This is Bombay.
So thank you again, Kathy. That was really good. I gotta stop eating it because we gotta do podcasts.
We can pause it.
Yeah. We're gonna take a quick salsa break.
That's right. Okay. All right. I legitimately paused the recording so that we could eat some more of that amazing salsa. Like, holy smokes, that was really good. Fresh salsa. You guys get it, try it, make it.
Yeah.
So freaking good.
So good.
Okay, so we were going to talk about dry sauna. And we have a meeting in a little while, too, where we're going to be talking with our support team about our upcoming retreats and everything that goes into that. And while we're recording right now, it looks like Cameo is assembling. She said tea. I'm going to say witch potion. She's got like 6 jars here that she just pulled out of nowhere.
Well, it's not nowhere. I have an entire shelf back here of all of my herbs.
She does. She legitimately has an apothecary shelf.
A lot
That's
of
pretty
them from my own garden, and quite a few of them from my local apothecary. I love that local apothecary.
I've never been in there.
We should go one day. She does teas too. Yeah. She's also a acupuncturist.
Oh, okay. Is that the place that Tanja
used
to go, and Tanja like jumped out of the car and ran in without permission?
My puppy. Oh my goodness, my dog was not a bolter. I don't know if I ever told this story.
I think maybe once, but tell it again. It's a good story. And then we'll talk about saunas.
I was getting acupuncture from this lady, and I got it like once or twice, and one of the times I couldn't leave my dog at home, so I was like, hey, do you mind if I bring my dog? And she was like, yeah, sure, that's totally fine. And I brought her, and she gave her a couple of needles too. And Tanja loved it. It's interesting seeing a dog get any treatment. They react to it so much quicker.
They really do.
Like while I'm laying there for an hour, she's like, 5 minutes, that's good.
Right. She's like, okay, and shakes off, and she's ready to take on the world.
And then she's ready to go. And then COVID hit, and I didn't see my acupuncturist for about 2 years. And then one day I had to go back, and I contacted her, and I was like, hey, do you mind if I bring Tanja again? She really enjoyed it. She was like, yeah, totally, that's fine. And I went down there, and I had to park like 2 blocks away. And Tanja, I opened the door, and Tanja's not a bolter. She usually just, she's my hip pup. You know, she just stays right there.
In her pocket, yeah.
And she got out and she bolted. I was like, oh, what the crack? And she bolted straight to her door and sat on her porch until I got there and was like, we're doing this again, right? I was like, you've been here once, dog. Once.
She's like, yeah, and it won't be the last time.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
She loved it.
I believe that. That dog was so in tune, too.
Yeah,
she was such a sweet dog. We miss you, Tanja.
We do miss you, Tanja.
Okay, so tell us more about what you're doing. She's mixing scoops of stuff into a pot. Like I said, she's saying it's tea, but I want to know what's in it.
I'm making an herbal tea for us, just for... I kind of take stuff off intuitively and then go for it, but I've got wild cherry bark just because everyone's feeling a little bit right now. We're changing seasons and everything. Marshmallow root, because I don't know about you, but my tummy's been rough. So that'll just give it a nice little coating and stuff. And I put both of those on the bottom so they sit in the water more. And then fennel seeds, because that's another tummy one, and it gives it kind of a nice licoricey flavor. And then I'm going to put yarrow flowers. They have tons of health benefits and all sorts of stuff. And I think they smell like honey.
Oh, okay.
And then I have my peppermint that I grow in my garden ready to go.
That's this big jar.
Yeah, the big jar. I have so much peppermint. If you want some peppermint.
Peppermint is so invasive. It is. My last house, my neighbor planted peppermint on their side of the fence. And then within probably like 3 weeks, it had grown through the fence onto my side. And at the end of the season, they tore all of their peppermint out, and I missed the boat. And I think when we sold and moved out of that house, there was still a huge and growing clump of peppermint over in the corner where it had invaded our yard. And on the one hand, I was fine with that because like I would harvest it from time to time and use it in like fresh drinks and like, you know, mint juleps and mojitos and that sort of thing.
Now, was it mint or was it peppermint?
I think it was mint.
Yeah. Peppermint's a little bit harder to get to grow, like the real peppermint. Okay. I have been trying to get it to grow in my garden for a while, but it really loves a lot of water. So what we do is we put it in the pond filter. Yeah. So it's like constantly got water, and that thing, like during the summer, it'll get so big it'll cover the entire, and it's like a huge tub filled with lava rock, and it'll just cover the whole thing, so you can't see any of it working.
Perfect.
Yeah. And then I go through and I chop it all off and harvest it and dry it. And I have a ton of peppermint.
We had, I don't know if it was peppermint or mint or what it was. We had a huge amount of peppermint just growing wild in our yard when I was growing up in Ohio. It was like you just go out there and like, oh, peppermint. And we just like pick leaves and chew on it when we were playing in the yard. And that was always fun.
Yeah, I love peppermint. It's got a lot of good uses. And it's a great flavor for anything.
Yep. That's a great addition. It's got a little natural sweetness.
All right, so sauna.
Okay, so sauna, dry sauna. Why would somebody go into a sauna, period, let alone a dry sauna?
Okay, so hold on. Sorry.
Multitasking.
Multitask. This is mine. I have wanted a sauna for a really long time. It has a lot of health benefits, and not only that, but I've always loved doing contrast therapy. I'm the cold plunger. I got you into it, but going from that hot to that cold just gives your body like that rush of one to the other. The reason that we do the 30 seconds of cold at the end of the shower is to shunt all that blood into internal organs that maybe haven't been getting the amount of circulation that it needs.
Right.
Now, saunas in general have like a couple of health benefits that like just everyone should know about. One of the biggest ones, especially for women, is the cardiovascular health. So it really does, it actually mimics the effects of like a moderate exercise. So it raises your heart rate and blood pressure a little bit. So obviously be careful, please.
Yes, again, not medical advice.
Yeah. But I have read that it will actually help with better blood pressure regulation, too.
I think over time, it's one of those things like you kind of build up the tolerance. But yes, it is supposed to be really, really good for your blood pressure and your circulation in general. Just, again, because it does help to open up peripheral vasculature that maybe has been cut off for a while, and helps to increase that blood flow and circulation under your skin so that you get some better lymphatic flow and drainage, and also your circulatory system gets a little bit of a break because it doesn't have to work quite so hard through cold, closed off vasculature.
Yeah. And this is with like regular use. They're talking like, I think it was 3 to 5 days a week. So you really do need your own sauna unless you're going to the gym 3 to 5 days a week and they have a sauna.
Which is great if that's your thing.
That's totally fine.
Please do.
But it also helps with like muscle recovery and joint relief, especially after like a big workout and stuff. It's also been proved to be a stress reducer and helps with mental well-being, which we all need.
Everybody needs that.
Everybody needs. And it improves sleep quality.
Yeah.
So,
and I think
really cool.
There's something, and maybe it depends on the sauna, but isn't there something about like ions and ionization in that, like, is it far infrared heating?
Maybe.
I think that in the infrared heat also like penetrates more deeply into the body than like superficial heat. So being exposed in the sauna for a prolonged period of time to that like far infrared heating penetrates.
Which is why they have so many infrared heated saunas.
Exactly.
The one that I got, it seriously looks like a pop-up tent, like one of those things that you change in at the beach.
Yeah, it looks like one of the
It's a little bit more like, it's obviously more
insulated. It's thick. Yeah. The fabric is really thick and well insulated.
And it doesn't actually make the room that hot, which is awesome. But you get into it and it's definitely hot. My feet were still cold though.
My feet were fine. Yeah.
Afterwards, you know, they didn't get as warm as everything else because obviously heat rises. But this company, what's it called? The Pod Company is the one that my husband got me. He surprised me with it. He was actually, okay, guys, I didn't mean to be mean, okay? I tried to be excited about it, but I had just the day before been showing him these cedar, lodge dry saunas. Had rocks in them, that you could pour the water over. And I was like, sweetheart, all we need is $20,000, to get this. Okay, $20,000 was to get the sauna, get the ice bath that goes with it right outside of it, and pour a foundation so that we had an area. So the $20,000 for all of that, right?
Okay. It's a reasonable investment.
Right? Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's fine. And
then he goes, here's a pop-up one. And I tried to get excited. I was like, yay! Yay! And he got really upset at me. He was like, you're supposed, this is where, okay, he is the worst gift receiver in the fucking world.
I believe that.
I once got him, back when they were brand new, the 1080p smart TVs sort of things.
Yes.
I found it at a Goodwill for $150. All it needed was a remote, right?
That's right.
And we were looking at, they were $800 at the time. It was ridiculous. I hid it in the garage, and then Christmas comes and I bring it out and the kids are all excited, and he comes down. He's like, what is this? and I was like, it's your gift. You got to open it. And he opens it. No fucking reaction. He's just looking at it and he's like, how'd you do this? And I was like, I found it, and all it needed was the remote. No, thank you. No. Oh, this is so great. Oh, this is so... He just stared at it the whole time and was just like, wait, what? And then he wouldn't say anything. It was just...
Silent crickets.
Yeah. He's the worst gift receiver in the fucking world. I'm telling you.
I believe that.
So after I did this, he was like, now I know what it feels like. But I actually really do love it.
This is my payback for that one time you got me that awesome gift and I didn't react.
Well, it's been a lot of them.
It's not an isolated incident.
It's not an isolated incident. And, I was excited about it. I just after looking
I feel like when you compare that to a built-in cedar outside sauna, cold plunge with the lava rock steam feature, all of that, and then you open up a pop-up tent pod sauna, definitely very different visions. I could absolutely see just having that immediate contrast in my mind of look, this is the perfect thing that I want, and they're like, here's a dollar store Barbie, right? You want the gymnastic Barbie that actually had fully articulated limbs and could actually move and everything, and then your mom gets you the dollar store Barbie that's doesn't move at all and is like, here you go, and you're like, this isn't okay.
Except this does really work really well. And when I first saw it, it was in the box. And my mom had gotten a steam sauna. We had gotten her a steam sauna one year for her birthday, I think it was. And it was a piece of crap. So I was terrified this was going to be a piece of crap.
I see. Okay.
But it wasn't. We were just in there.
I feel like lately with the I don't know if resurgence is the right terminology, but the increased popularity of saunas and infrared therapy and cold plunging and all of that. I feel like I don't even want to say advancements in the technology, but just the access to the technologies has probably gotten so much better for so much less money that it's likely much less of a concern now of getting an inexpensive or cheap option to have for home use. It's still going to be pretty good compared to... How's that working out for you?
I'm sorry. I'm pouring water all over. We're still double tasking here. I put the lemon slices in too early. Hold on.
I was going to say maybe the lemon slices should come out.
They're too hot now.
She's pouring hot water over lemon slices and the water's just bouncing out of the pot. Just going everywhere. That's better. It's getting there. I think they were just really dry.
They were.
That's pouring water on super dry wet ground or dry wet ground. That made no sense. Super dry ground, it just bounce. Yeah. Anyway, I'm done. Canceled.
It's been a long day, Rachel.
Canceled. I'm canceled. Here we go. I remember what I was saying. Oh, just the access to the technologies has gotten pretty good to the point that getting a less expensive. What the heck?
That was my chair. I should probably check it later.
Yeah, maybe.
Sorry, guys. Yeah, but it's the reason that we talk about these things, because then when people talk about them, other people are like, oh, maybe we should make something that's not 10 grand for one sitting, you know?
Totally, right?
Something more accessible.
Well, and I think it's for a lot of people, myself included, like if I'm going to get quote unquote into something, I personally like to start with like an inexpensive option.
Yeah.
To see if I'm going to stick with it and it's actually something that I'm going to do regularly before I jump in and get like the, you know, expensive big investment item. I could certainly see an argument for the other way around where like it's worth it to just go ahead and invest the money in something that's really good and you're going to be really happy with, because then you're going to be more likely to use it.
Yeah. And I think I think in that case, it really does matter what it is.
Yes.
Like certain things you don't want to skimp on the price because it's going to make everything a lot hotter. Mm-hmm. A lot harder.
Right.
Like with these, if it had heated up the room, if it hadn't gotten hot enough, you know.
Yeah, if it doesn't actually deliver on what it says it's going to do.
Yeah, if it didn't heat up as quickly as it does, you know, it would have been a pain in the butt to do anything with.
I feel like it's maybe the difference between like investing in like the Temu versus the Wayfair versus the actual like dedicated company that you know and trust.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's like one of those like you get what you pay for kind of.
Yeah.
So. But,
very, very true.
Yeah.
But
what other benefits are there?
I mean, it's everything that I already said, cardiovascular conditioning, muscle and joint pain relief. It's really great for right after a workout. You don't want to go into it before, except for maybe to warm up a little bit. Mm-hmm. But I was reading something and it was like, if you want to go before a workout, 5 minutes max, because otherwise it's just too much. Mm-hmm. You know, it's really for like post-workout sort of stuff.
Yeah.
The stress reduction and mental health, I think it has a lot to do with the fact that it is an uncomfortable place to be. And we've talked about this before, about putting yourself into uncomfortable places and then sitting in curiosity, which is what we do on our retreats all the time. That's what we invite people to do.
Yeah.
Hey, come be a little bit uncomfortable, just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
And sit in curiosity with it so that your nervous system can then go, oh, I'm not going to die.
Right. I'm actually safe right now.
Let's reprogram this so that I don't freak out every time I'm in this situation. Right. I remember the first time I did a hot yoga class, I almost left. It was an hour. It was an hour in 109-degree heat.
Yeah.
And I was ready to leave, but you know, he was a really great teacher and he was like, this is a practice in being uncomfortable. If you can't do the moves, just sit and breathe and know that you are okay, that everything is going to be okay. You know, these saunas get up to like 180. Well, this one
we were sitting at 165.
Yeah, we were sitting 165. It gets up to 185.
And we're talking about Fahrenheit right now.
Yeah.
Not Celsius.
I don't know if we have, you know, we'll have that big of a reach, but yeah, anyways, you know, just being a little bit uncomfortable is not that bad of a thing.
Mm-hmm. I think in our like modern world, we have all, myself included, we've gotten comfortable with being comfortable.
Yeah.
Right? Like most of us, fortunately, I'm going to thank the Lord that I don't know that I have ever truly experienced suffering.
Yeah.
And I am grateful for that. But at
Me
the
too.
same time, like, has that really been
a benefit to your
true benefit to my growth, my development, my understanding of the world around me? I'll never know.
Yeah.
At least to this point.
It does depend on the person. I mean, you have two people that went through the same thing and one person came out stronger and the other person came out broken.
Yeah.
You know, it's
very true. Our lived and learned experiences shape how we experience stress and traumas. But I personally, I think that our society, especially here in the United States, is just, we're too comfortable. Yeah. And things are a little too easy for us. And on the one hand, I'm very grateful for that. I'm grateful that I know that I can just drive down the street to the grocery store and come home with a car full of groceries. And I'm grateful that I have heating and cooling in my home and I can always have my home set to be a comfortable temperature. And
it's also little things like garbage,
water. I don't have to worry about garbage removal. I have
medical.
Yep.
All of those things.
As much as we complain about our medical system, I know that if I get sick and I need to go to the hospital will be there. The urgent care center will be there. My on-call primary care doctor that I use will answer the phone or my text message. And I'm very, very, very grateful for all of those things.
Yeah.
But I do wonder, I don't know, I'm just curious if we were more comfortable with suffering, or we had a little bit more suffering in certain
A
areas.
little bit more understanding of how to take care of ourselves.
Yes.
And it goes back to that, if you're not your first doctor, you're a fool.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not your first caretaker, you're a fool.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we need to take care of ourselves.
Yes.
And very often we're told, no, you don't take care of yourself. You take care of everyone around you. And then everyone around you takes care of you. And that's just, it doesn't work.
I was going to say, most of it's
Very
like,
flimsy.
it's one of those juxtaposition things where it's like, you're the only person that's really going to take care of you the way that you need to be taken care of.
Yeah.
But as women, especially, we're trained from a very early age, like you said, to take care of everyone else first, right? Like women, children, everyone else gets the care first. And if you care for yourself first, you're selfish.
Mm-hmm.
You're a bad person. You're uncaring. You're whatever. Insert slang adjective here, right? Like, nobody likes that. When truly, like, we need to care for ourselves, and we are the only ones who can advocate for what we truly need as individuals.
And then we need to go and get it, or put up those boundaries for it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And then I think it models to others that it's okay for them to take care of themselves.
Yep.
And not expect to always be rescued, or for someone else to step in and take care of your needs for you.
Yeah.
Right? So, which I think is a very hard lesson to learn and unlearn in your 40s as a woman.
Yeah.
Right? Because nobody's coming to save you, unfortunately. So
There will be
you
those
have
who
to
say that they are there to save you, and they may have the best intentions in the world, and they may actually be there to help you, but they cannot save you.
You can save yourself.
Yeah.
And you have to make that choice. That got really heavy.
It did a little bit.
That got really deep.
It did.
We're talking about saunas, and all of a sudden
Sorry,
we're
guys.
talking about taking
Went from
ultimate.
big boy potties to snackies to
Only you're going to rescue yourself. I, just from kind of a medical standpoint, thought it would be a good idea. Again, before you do or try any of these things, you should definitely make sure that you're a good candidate to use these things. Because certainly there are, especially in saunas and heat situations, there are certain pre-existing medical conditions that should be taken into account for that may affect your having a good time or not. So things like pregnancy, uncontrolled blood pressure issues, or any other heart or circulatory issues, certainly definitely proceed with caution. While there can be good benefits to circulatory issues with using heat and sauna, some people are not going to be good candidates for that, and or are just going to need to approach it very differently. So always talk to a provider and or do your own independent research to make sure that you are not going to be doing yourself accidental, inadvertent harm.
And remember, it's consult your doctor, not
Yes.
ask your doctor to make all the decisions for you. Consult.
Talk to them, ask questions.
All the questions.
And, yeah. Probably not a good idea to consume alcohol or other drugs before and or while using a sauna.
Well, I even know from, I haven't even looked it up. I should probably look up the cons of a sauna, right? I haven't done that yet, but I know that when I have someone who comes in who's like, oh, I just went out and had drinks with my girls, or, we just toked up or something like that. I'm like, this is not a great idea.
Yeah.
Because even though you feel like you're sobering, this massage is going to increase circulation, and
it's probably going to increase the effect
Yeah.
of that alcohol and or
you get more tipsy
drug or medication,
higher
whatever it
or-
is. Exactly.
Yeah.
So be cautious with that. Probably don't want to wear any metal jewelry
No.
or zippers or anything like that, because metal will heat up when you're in a 165-degree heated box.
Yep.
So definitely be cautious about that. And then any electronic devices sometimes don't do super well in heat, and or when you're sweating with your phone in your pocket, sometimes your phone or watch will get upset. So be a little cautious about that. And then let's see what else.
Don't bring your phone in. I did that the other day, and then I felt it afterwards. I was like, oh, not a good idea.
Super hot. Does your phone have a like auto shut off feature if it gets too hot?
Yeah.
Mine does too. And every once in a while, especially when we're on the river on hot days, like I'll forget and leave it just like out in the sun, and it'll turn off, and you go to turn it back on, and it's like, phone too hot, go away. Like, okay, sorry. So yeah, don't bring your electronic devices in. Leave your smartwatches and that sort of thing. Take them off, leave them outside. You'll be okay without your notifications for a few minutes. Yeah, those are my precautions. Yeah, just be smart. Consult medical professionals.
Watch your children in it.
Oh yeah, be super, super careful if you're going to have young people or kids get into a sauna. Again, do some research. It's probably not a great idea for young people to be in there because young people don't have a fully developed temperature control system in their own bodies. And so they can overheat without realizing it, and they may not even feel it. Yeah. So be super, super careful if you're going to have your children in a sauna or any sort of heat situation at all, because again, they may
react
not
a lot
feel
quicker
it.
too.
Yes.
They're smaller. It's not going to take them as long.
Exactly. So
even if you're like playing around, 3 minutes, that's a long time for them.
Yeah. And then timing, we sat in there for 10 minutes, maybe a little over,
like 12, maybe
12 minutes.
That was hot enough.
That was plenty for first time. I sometimes, I know this about myself, there's a hummingbird outside in the pine tree. It's like a ways away on the other side of the wood. It's like sitting on a little stick. But anyway, I know this about myself of being in heated situations. I sometimes will get a little lightheaded, a little dizzy.
Yeah.
We were not in there long enough, and or it wasn't hot enough for me to feel dizzy or lightheaded, but sometimes that will happen. So again, just monitor yourself. Watch the time. Start with less time. Work your way up to more time as you build and gain and develop a tolerance and a comfortability with it.
Yeah.
And you can even start at a lower temperature and kind of slowly work your way up to higher temperatures.
Yeah. I think this goes as low as like 120 or something like that. So you can start at a lower. I just knew that I could do hotter, so I started at 165. Which is totally fine. Also, like, a lot of people think that, you sweat out toxins and stuff. That's not actually a thing. Sweating does flush out your pores. Like, it's actually really great for your skin if you want skin benefits and stuff like that. But it's your liver and kidneys that handle 99% of your body's actual detoxification. So water and electrolytes is really what you need to be looking for. And also make sure that if you are doing a sauna every day or 3 to 5, that you are putting electrolytes back into your body. This is going to be really important. Knowing as much about your body and what this does can help you kind of counteract any negative, like leaching of electrolytes and dehydration.
Headaches, which is, if we're leaching electrolytes or getting kind of imbalanced, it's going to manifest as probably headaches, lightheadedness, dizzy, upset stomach.
Yeah.
So if you're doing saunas or any sort of heat element and you're noticing that you're not feeling super great after, probably you're having some sort of a hydration or electrolyte imbalance.
Yeah. So just be aware of that. Speaking of detoxification, are we doing another kidney or liver flush?
I think so.
We're going to do another liver flush, and then we wanted to... What did we want to do after? Oh, we got those worm pills. I gotta stop calling them worm pills.
Yeah, you probably should.
They're not worm pills. Sorry. Hold on, we have a guest. Yay! Hello. How are you?
Good. Hi, thank you. What's that?
It's a sauna.
Of course.
Chris got it for me. We're going to do the liver cleanse.
We're going to redo the liver cleanse.
Yeah, redo the liver cleanse, which
for the
I
record
like.
is our most listened to podcast to date.
It was, and I think at one point in one of the next ones that we did, we realized that the stones that came out, quote unquote stones, were actually just soap, like the bile from the bile secretion from your gallbladder mixes with the olive oil that you drink all in one go, and then it basically makes soap in your intestines, and then that's what you're expelling. So it's not actually liver stones. But
that's okay.
And I think there's a huge benefit to having that secretion. So
Yes.
it's pretty cool.
Yeah, like we should be excreting
And I
bile.
did feel pretty good afterwards.
I did too.
So we'll do that.
We'll do that
and
again.
Then we'll
and
do, they're not worm pills.
Not worm pills. It's a gut cleanse.
Gut cleanse.
It is a gut cleanse.
No, it's parasites.
Specifically for parasite cleansing,
Yes.
but it is a parasite gut cleanse. Not worm pills.
Sorry.
All of our credibility gone.
Sorry.
Anyway. Okay, that's it for today. We hope you enjoyed.
If you liked listening to us
And you want to hear more,
tune in next time. We love you.